Not another video about dash cams.
After reading the comments I've received under recent dashcam reviews, it seems not too many people are interested in the idea of me doing many more of these. But in this one, I'm going to show you the dashcam that I've installed in my car. Now this is a smart... So this footage comes to you courtesy of Shaky Cam. I'll show you where it is here. It's up behind the rearview mirror. Remove it like that. It's got a magnetic mount. Now that's a good idea. So just click it back on there and I'll show you what it looks like from the front. Now the model name of this is the DDPai M6 Plus. M6 Plus. Now this is the top of the range DDPai camera. I like the features of the M6C, but the M6 Plus threw a few more in besides. It's got a 140-degree lens. You can see the resolution and frame rate at the bottom there. Wi-Fi, of course. iOS and Android apps only for this. Built-in GPS on this one. The other one didn't have that one. Supposedly supports up to 64 gig micro SD card, and it's got a little wireless remote control as well. I'll show you. Now, if you get this camera, you will need an iOS or Android smartphone or similar device to connect up to it, because you need to change the settings once you first get it. For example, put the time and date into it. Choose what video mode you want. Now I'm going to show you quite a few different situations here, and when I edit between scenes, I'm going to put a blur wipe on like that there. So you know that's not the camera, that's me editing scenes together. Now I wanted to show you this one in particular because I'm going from indoors or underground. Outside here, you can see the light, but it adjusts to it quickly. But the particular thing that I liked about this one is how quick the GPS locked on. Look at the time, 2:31 and 47 seconds. That's when I could see daylight, and just look how quickly it takes for the GPS to get a lock.
GPS 定位成功.
Now that is approximately a minute, and considering the car is still undercover pretty much here and had been parked up for a number of hours, I think that is a really good result. Now hopefully this is coming across well on YouTube, because I really like the video quality of this camera. It's lovely, clear and sharp, edge to edge. Look what happens when I go into these shadows. The camera copes with that fine, no problem at all. And also look at the detail here, how you can see all the vehicle registration numbers. Very, very sharp indeed. Now I mentioned it earlier, but just for clarity, the speed indicator at the bottom of the screen is only available in kilometers per hour. And yes, it can be switched off. Okay, let's take a look at some night footage as well as audio recorded on the M6 Plus's built-in microphone. Okay, so I'm just going to say a few words here to the camera whilst the car's waiting at these traffic lights, because I'm sure once I get the car going, it might be a little bit harder to hear me, because this is quite a noisy car on the inside. So here we are now setting off. Hopefully you can still hear me. I mean, this was along a road with very poor lighting, and also this section here was along a road with no lighting at all. And just look at those colours from the headlights. You can see the colour of the grass, you can see the sunset colours on the right there. The red lights, by the way, in the windscreen, again, that's reflections of things on top of my dashboard, the hazard warning lights and things like that. But yeah, absolutely brilliant nighttime quality on this camera. And of course, during the daytime, as we saw, it can cope with lighting changes between driving into the sun or going into this car park here. You can see how quickly it adjusts there, so you can see exactly what's going on. I've had cameras that take 10 seconds or more to figure out what's going on, or just go completely dark. Right, so the first thing you do, of course, you park up. Now remember, the camera's got no buttons on it itself. You don't have to press anything. There's nothing you have to do. Just drive as normal, park up, get out of your car and walk off. Now look at the time there, 10:48. Approximately 5 minutes later, the camera goes into time-lapse mode on its own, and this is what that looks like. Nothing happening to start with, but look at the clock at the bottom left there. You see it moving faster. It records 1 frame per second. So a 75-minute time-lapse is about 470 megabytes, which is a 3-minute file. So an hour and 15 minutes fits into a 470 meg file, which is 3 minutes long when you watch it back. So you can see all this stuff going on while the car's parked. I'm not here, of course. This is over a course of a few hours. And not everyone is brilliant at parking in car parks. Now that car that came in there, let's just have a look at that. Now it didn't crash into me, but let's imagine that I came back and there's a big scratch all down that side. So I'll look back at the video when I get back, and I'm watching it slowly here. And let's see what we could see if that car crashed into me, which it didn't, so don't worry about it. But let's have a look very slowly. You can see the reg number, you can see the people in the vehicle. You'll be able to see my vehicle sort of shift when you like bounce over to the left if that pushed into it. Now I'll try and show you how this app works to the best of my abilities anyway. You can see at the top there, I'm scrolling through time. Those are those little thumbnails that the camera's stored on the memory card. It enables you to get to a particular period. You can see a picture of it. You can then stretch it out at the bottom, how much of that period you want to download, and then you can click download and it'll save it to your phone over Wi-Fi, which does take a while, as video files often do over Wi-Fi, but once it's there, it's now in my phone in the app. Now, looking through the other files in the app here, we can see we've got a lot of 11-second ones there, and then the other ones are photos. Now, you see the 11-second ones, that's what happens when you press that little remote button. Now, I'll play you one of these files. They're automatically downloaded to your phone, so you don't have to copy those across, but you'll hear the point at which I press the shutter button on this clip, so I'll just be quiet for a second. In fact, talking of which, they've got a bit of a kind of social network type thing at the bottom here. If you go into there, now I don't really understand what's going on here, but you seem to be able to create an account and then share your little clips with other people in this kind of network of video files. I think it works a little bit like Snapchat or something, but I'm not really into all that kind of stuff. But there you go, that's what that's about. I haven't really used it. The other thing that you got in here is maps. It stores those GPS data as we saw before, but also goes back quite a lot further than your videos do. So you can look at journeys you've taken quite a while ago, how long they took, how far they were, and you can even zoom in on the maps and things if you want to have a look at them in a little bit more detail, see the exact route you took. So look, nice little feature there as well. There's a lot in this app, and you really will have to play around with it to find out exactly what all these features are. I can't demonstrate them all to you. Now, the only thing that I would like them to change a little bit is this button here. Now, I do love the idea of having this remote button. You just tap it, it takes a still image and an 11-second video and copies them to your phone automatically if you've got it set up for that. But the only problem is it's just 11 seconds. I wish it was a little bit longer, because quite often I've seen something, thought, oh, I'd like to copy that to my phone, press the button, it's been too late. If it could do maybe 30 seconds or so, that'd be a nice feature. But I understand why they've done it. It's to do with file sizes and things. So there you go, that's the DDPai M6 Plus. That's the camera that I've chosen out of all the ones I've tested to put in my car, and I can see it staying there for quite a while. I can't see what else could come along that I would like more than this. Now, if this is my last Dashcam review for a while, at least we've gone out on a high. And if you want to purchase one of these, I've got links to buy this in the video description. That'll take you through to the place where I bought mine from on eBay. And maybe I'll stick some Amazon links there if you prefer those. But that's it for the moment. As always, thanks for watching.